one of the great traditions that you have to see at least once. The Clemson players file out of the locker room and they board buses to come around the stadium before they pour down the hill onto the field. Herbie, did you ever take a bus from the locker room?
I think it's fascinating that they get on buses out of the locker room, go around the stadium, and then come down the hill.
Yeah, okay. For more on Howard's Rock, let's go to Heather Cox. Heather.
Brett, thanks so much. This iconic rock actually came from California's Death Valley, and it's been Clemson's good luck charm for nearly 50 years. But it's not quite the rock it used to be. It was vandalized in early June. They broke into the stadium, broke the protective case, chipped away about 20% of the rock, which is yet to be recovered. Now, to date, there have been 3 arrests, and no surprise, Clemson has certainly increased security. There's more lighting, more security cameras, and a much better protective cover. Now, Brett and Herbie, if you're wondering where the tradition started, it was back in the 60s when Coach Howard infamously said to his team, if you can't give me 110%, keep your filthy hands off my rock. And guys, we'll see if the rock, even though it's 20% small, will still bring its magic tonight.
Thank you, Heather. And so the team boarded those 3 buses. Coach Dabo Swinney is on bus number 1, and they will now prepare to drive around the stadium. Herbie, you can just feel the emotion and the thoughts of the players as they come around the stadium knowing that they're going to be met by 84,000, and they'll run down onto this field and the balloons will come up. It is spectacular.
Just like all great traditions, you sometimes select a school to be a part of a tradition like this. They've been lifting weights since they beat LSU, thinking about what they could achieve in 2013, and now they're on the bus for the first time here in Death Valley, about to come down the hill.
Herbie, I've seen this many, many times, but I have never watched it live from this point.
No.
It'll take these buses now about 1 minute to come around the stadium. And there are some fans outside, those unlucky ones who don't have tickets, and they will applaud and wave to the team as they come around now to the far end of Clemson Memorial Stadium. And here comes the motorcade.
What a scene. And what a moment. Brent, I've always seen these players run down the hill, but I've never seen this perspective of how they get to the top of that hill.
About to run down that hill into Death Valley and take on the number 5 team in the nation, the Georgia Bulldogs. Just one of those unbelievable traditions in college football, and it never grows old. If you like to go to different stadiums around the country to see one game, I would recommend be sure that Clemson is on that list. It is spectacular.
Whole stadium now just waiting, looking at the top of that hill under the scoreboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, I called this Clemson entrance the most exciting 25 seconds in college football back in 1985, and it remains true today. Here it is, the most exciting 25 seconds in college football. Georgia had to take a peek. Kickoff is next after this message and a word from our ABC stations.